You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, let's go to Breakfast Club court.
Well, this woman, her name is Zion Bass. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, she is saying that Miguel, she went up to him as a fan to take a picture, and she says that he sexually assaulted her. He basically took her breasts out of her shirt.
So why you run to social media before you run to the police? And I don't know if she's lying or not, but I'm not going to discredit her the same way I don't want people to be so quick to discredit Miguel. All right?
We don't know what happened.
Exactly.
We weren't there.
And people so quick to say the man is guilty. And the sad part, how can Miguel prove he didn't do it?
He can't.
He can't.
Well, she can't prove that he did do it.
Like, there's
no video.
I hate
that we know of.
Well, he hasn't commented yet, so we don't know what his side of the story is as of yet.
I wouldn't comment if I was him, especially if I didn't do nothing. Like, for what? Like, what I got to clear my name for?
Well, you know, if she really felt disrespected, I don't know why she would go on social media and not go to police.
Go to the police.
That's my whole thing. That. So do I believe Miguel did it? Knowing Miguel early on in his career and seeing the amount of chicks around him, and isn't he engaged?
Yeah, he's engaged.
And by the way, like you said, how long Miguel been in the game? Miguel been in the game for like, what, 6 years now? 7 years. I'm sure he runs into all kind of women. We've never heard anything like this before. Usually when these type of situations happen, you'll hear inklings of things like, oh, that dude's a creep. Or
he grabbed somebody's ass.
He did something.
Be careful about him.
You ain't never heard that about
Only
Miguel
thing he
ever
ever did was drop kick somebody.
by accident. Okay? By trying to go above and beyond the Call of Duty on stage, he accidentally leg drop a person. But you mean to tell me
he apologized for that.
After all of these women that Miguel been around, he gonna touch her?
But I do believe that if
Stop saying touch her.
I
like
do believe
her.
that if something happens, she should go to the police. That would make me feel like, okay, going to social media and doing all of that. I think normally when something happens to you as a woman, you're kind of like, it's a little, you feel ashamed even though you shouldn't if something really happened. And
like
that's why some people don't report things. But if something happened, I feel like clearly she wants this story out. She wants people to know about it. She should definitely, if this did happen, press charges.
And then look at her line of work. What does she do? She's like
She's majoring in health and human services. She's a student at the University of New Mexico.
Yeah, and she focuses on like sexual assault and stuff like that, right?
Right.
It looked like to me like she's just trying to get her career pop. I'm gonna be honest, that's what it looks like.
I mean, I don't want to judge.
Like.
I want to hear
but
I do want to hear what Miguel has to say.
And I'm not saying it's true or false, but it is kind of strange. You go to an artist and say, "I had an orgasm to your songs." Like that is kind of strange to say.
You're leading me on just a little bit, but that still don't give him a reason to do that if he did it. But I just don't believe he did it simply because I know he's been around much better chicks and he could have pulled out much better breasts than that one.
It has nothing to do with how she looks. Hello, who's this?
Hey, my name's Sean. I'm in Atlanta.
What's up, Sean? You think Miguel did this, bro?
I think these accusations are egregious. They are baseless. Without a
Who hood lawyer are you? You done been to jail and read how many law library books?
Why can't he be a lawyer?
No, actually, no, I'm not a lawyer. I haven't been in jail either. But no, you have to think about the paradigm that's been set. What artist who's worth millions is going to outwardly assault someone knowing that you're going to come for a check, knowing that you're going to get on Instagram or something of that nature? I think he might have been a little flirtatious with her. It should probably misconstrued what he was saying or doing for the purposes of getting a check. But we can't tell somebody that they don't feel assaulted. We have to respect her feeling like she was assaulted.
Right.
But I don't think he did it, though.
I don't think so.
Well, Miguel could feel assaulted, too. You walk up on me talking about you've made yourself orgasm to my song.
Well, that's not assault.
That is awkward. It's verbal assault.
Hello, who's this?
Verbal assault.
Yeah, this Cash Brown from Brooklyn.
Hey, you think Miguel did that?
Yeah, I think he did it.
Why?
But just because she looked crazy doesn't mean that he ain't do it. That was even more incentive for him to do it.
What? So because she looked ugly, that gave him more incentive to pull her breast out?
Obviously, because everybody thinking because she ugly, he ain't do it. But if she was cute, he would have did it.
The craziest part is that she said that he looked at her naked breast with a disgusting look on his face.
You shouldn't have
That's
stretch
because
marks.
he know he really ain't want to do it.
The thing I find dangerous is that all she has to do is make a video saying he did it, and we automatically believe he did it. Why?
No, I would think he did it rather than he did.
Why though?
I mean, that's what he thinks.
Like, if they was they partying? Were they chilling? Or
no, I think she went up to him after
a performance or club or something.
I've partied
It looked
with
like they were
In the club.
I
In the club.
partied with many a woman, and I've never reached in their shirt and pulled out their breast. Like none of this. Like your reasoning makes no sense.
Well, no woman has ever walked up to you and asked for a picture and said that they have orgasm. Or
That
have
is
they?
not true.
Well, they have.
By the way.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay.
Okay, I've had a girl tell me she masturbated just thinking about sitting on my face.
Okay, Chocolate Thunder
I'm
over
just
there.
telling you what happens out
Okay.
here in these streets.
Thug victims
Right.
over there.
Okay.
All right. 800-585-1051. Well, we're asking about Miguel now.
And you know what's crazy? I was just thinking we just recently saw that footage of what's his name, Charlemagne? Ezekiel Elliott.
That was yesterday.
Right. Now, what if there was no footage and the woman said he did that? Do you think that people would believe her?
By the way, Ezekiel.
I'm just asking, do you think people would believe it if there was no footage? Like
you
if
mean?
a woman accused him, like, oh, he pulled my breast out.
I don't think people
I don't
believe
know.
it.
I mean, the circumstances for that was different because they was at a St. Patrick's Day parade. Everybody was drunk. He 21 years old. If somebody said Ezekiel Elliott pulled a girl's top off, I'd be like, okay, that sounds about right. St. Patrick's Day parade. Everybody.
I'm
drunk?
just saying there was no footage. If there was no footage and a woman
I don't think
accused
people
him of
would
that, I
believe
think
it.
people
Nah, I
wouldn't.
don't think so
I mean, it's hard for women because people automatically don't believe you.
But-
And
I
it's
feel
hard
like-
for men because people automatically believe the women.
Now, Ezekiel Elliott plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He's the one that wears the crop tops, right? Mm-hmm. But
Crop top.
I wouldn't believe it either because I thought he was gay, so I wouldn't think that he would pull
You
a
think
breast
he's
out.
gay?
By the way, I was having another conversation with somebody
What?
yesterday about how this behavior used to seem so normal. Because think about it, we grew up off Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre,
Right,
and then the
right.
videos, they was pulling the girls' top off, they playing volleyball.
Didn't Dame Dash do one of them, didn't he? In one of those
Dame
videos?
Dash did it in one of the videos
Yeah.
too. Like even stuff like walking up behind a girl and pulling her bra strap and snapping her back.
Yep.
Don't
Like,
try
all
that
stuff
today.
was normal
No, you
back in
can't
the
do
day.
that today. You do that today, you're going to jail.
It should have never been normal.
It shouldn't have. You're right.
Well, a woman is accusing Miguel of sexually assaulting her, and she posted a video on Instagram recounting what happened in this incident.
And I asked him if we can take a picture. And he was like, yeah, sure. He was super cool at first. I just want to introduce myself to you. My name is Sion Bass. I'm a student at the University of New Mexico. I'm majoring in health and human services. I'm really passionate about sexual health and sexual education and getting folks tested. And I love your song, Adorn. I've made myself orgasm to it many of times. And I love the song. Thank you. We take a selfie, cute little photo. But right after we take the photo, he reaches his hand down my shirt and takes my breast out of my top.
I just don't understand why a young lady would run to social media and not the police. And I hate the fact that she can just come out there and say this and everybody just automatically points the finger at Miguel and say, oh, yeah, Miguel did it. And how can Miguel prove he didn't do it?
Well, I don't think everybody automatically assumes that he did it. A lot of people don't believe her also.
Well,
So,
I mean, if they have
we
a
don't
lot
know.
of-
Miguel hasn't commented yet, but a lot of people think she's lying.
I will say this, though. They have a lot of reason not to believe her when the first thing you do is run to social media. First, you run a post and you do this long-ass Instagram caption and tag Baller Alert and whoever else. And then when you see it getting some traction, then you put out a video.
Yeah, just to give you an
Come on,
example,
man.
because on the Shade Room, it has almost 14,000 comments, and most of it, they don't believe her.
She looked like I mean, she honestly.
she can't look like she lied.
So I can't. So I
looks
wouldn't
like
say that
she's
everybody
lying.
automatically is pointing the finger at Miguel. Or everybody's basically.
Oh, that's good.
It just doesn't seem like Miguel. I mean, her looks doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she's ugly, pretty, big, small. That doesn't matter.
Like I read you some of the comments. Girl, bye. Quit lying. If you tell him you orgasm to his song, then what do you expect?
That is kinda
just my
crazy.
thought. She thirsty for attention.
I don't ever like the quote-unquote victim blame because we don't even know if she's a
Right.
victim or not. But you don't walk up on nobody talking about I orgasm to your song all the time. You can't think of nothing else to say. You can't just tell them you like Adorn. You can't just tell them you think Adorn's a great song.
It doesn't matter what she said. She
Yeah,
could've said
it doesn't matter at
no,
all
it
what he
does,
said.
man. Come on. It,
Nah,
does,
nah,
it
nah.
don't matter what he said.
She could have said, I want to F you every day. That doesn't give him the right to pull the breast out if he did.
Okay,
But
well,
I just don't think
let me
he
ask you
did.
this question.
Ask me.
If I'm a man,
You're a man.
and I walk up to a woman, if I walk up to any R&B singer, I go, I masturbate to your music all the time. What do you think I'm gonna be looked upon as?
Yeah, a creep.
All right,
A
then.
pervert.
So she's a creep. She's a pervert.
But then, but it's still, no matter what, nobody. I don't care what somebody says. It doesn't give anybody the right to touch you. And I'm not saying Miguel did that, but I wouldn't say, well, she said that. What does she expect?
Whatever. All right.
I mean, I don't think Miguel. I don't think Miguel do that. Knowing Miguel, it just seems weird. And like you said, if this would have been something he does, I really think you would have heard something rumblings about it before Miguel's a
And
pervert
out
or
of
whatever.
all the women,
Well, she
Miguel's
posted
been
on
around-
Instagram. She said, "Have you gotten away with this in the past? Well, it stops here and now."
Oh, shut up. Out of all the women Miguel has been around his whole life,
Right.
he's going to decide to sexually assault her. and then look at the breast and be disgusted about it? You gonna take a penitentiary chance for a breast that looks disgusting?
All right. Well, hello. Who's this?
Hi, this is Tina from ATL.
Hey, Tina from ATL. What do you think? You think Miguel did this?
Well, I think anything is possible nowadays. Nothing surprises me anymore. I'm just done with the world at this point because
You took it really far.
I'm just saying, like, anything is possible. But I'm not, I'm not going to take sides or whatever because, we don't know the facts or anything.
That's
but
very true. We don't know.
Anything is possible.
Okay. So we will find out. I'm sure the truth will come out.
I mean, we'll never find out. I mean,
that's the problem.
We'll never find
Miguel
out.
can never prove himself unless it's a video.
Yeah, there could be a video. Who knows?
There's a video.
Right, but even if you do that, which, it's inappropriate, but that still doesn't give anybody the right to touch you.
We can only deal with the facts of the case right now. The facts are we know she said that. That shouldn't have been said.
Well, we know
You're right. You're right.
No,
You're
she
right.
said that she said that. We don't know what really happened. We don't even know. We don't know what happened. We weren't there. Just like she said he did something, you can say, we don't know what happened. We know what she said.
We know that she told Miguel she masturbates to Adorn all the time. We know that for a fact.
The only thing that's kind of quirky is when she said Miguel looked at my titty and looked at it in disgust. I don't think anybody would ever say
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to cover all the bases. You want to be sexually assaulted. You want to be sexually assaulted, and you want to be looked down upon because you know good and well as soon as you say he looked at my breast in disgust, now you got the black feminists or the feminists on Twitter extra mad. Oh, you sexually assault and you looking down upon a regular looking breast? What you like, the fake breasts?
My goodness.
A regular breast with stretch marks, a real woman's breast?
All right.
This is stupid.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is there are 3 sides to every story.
You don't know.
That's it. There's mine, there's yours, and the truth. We don't know which side is right now. Period. And guess what? Poor Miguel can never prove that he's right unless there's a video showing the whole interaction.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.